what do we have here? I've been waiting for this one, hoping for this one for a long time. I got one now, and I hope it's as good as I think it is. I hope it doesn't suck. Please don't suck. Let's see. Let's open it with something kind of the opposite. This Kaiser Mini Therium that I really hoped would be great for me, and it's really not. It's not what I wanted, man. This thing curving in here, it makes it really hard to thumb open. Your thumb runs into it. It's not great. So I'm hoping, I already paid my debt to being disappointed in something I really wanted with this one, and then this one will be great. So I'm going to not show the label. Shit. I'm going to cut it open. Let's see what there is to see from APurvis. Anybody have a guess as to what it is? What APurvis is this? What APurvis does Pry-Bar Knives really, really want? He's been wanting one for a long time. It is the Primordial. And let's get into it and see if it's really, really cool. I definitely like the look of it so far. It's kind of a Bowie blade. It kind of has this 3D milled bolster area with a Micarta, it looks like. I think it's Micarta. Bottom part, whatever you call that. Inlay? Overlay? Very nice. I'm not sure about the little white bits down in there. I'm not sure what that's about. And I also wish they hadn't put that screw right there. I wish they could have put the screw maybe up here or something. But maybe they just had to hold the piece on. Could have put it in from the bottom too. That would have been nice. Boy, the centering looks dead nuts on.
It's an industry term.
Pocket clip looks really cool. Also has some 3D milling going on. Very cool. I don't think I knew about that. Man, I love when a pocket clip matches with the curve of the frame. It just has a really cool look. He's been out for a long time, so this definitely isn't a new knife. Boy, the detent feels a little light. Let's pop it and see what it does. Nope, it's not too light. It feels okay. Oof. Oh, shit. What? Oh, that's a drop from hell. Holy shit, is it loose? Damn, it's not loose. Good Lord, that's a guillotine. Boy, it feels like it wants to chop my fingers off. Let's see. It's hitting my thumb, so it should be okay. It's hitting the thumbnail, not the meat of my thumb like some do. Like some, if you hold it up here, it's like digging into that little meat next to your thumbnail, but this one isn't doing that. So that's nice. Okay. It scared me. Like when I unlock it and it drops that fast, it's like, eh. Now, is it even sharp enough to cut me anyway? Boy, it's got a tiny bit of a recurve to it that I never noticed. I don't know if you can see that. That this is actually a little bit concave right there. So there's a little bit of a recurve on the, what would be the flat of the blade. Let's see. Is it sharp enough to cut things? This is a user. I'm buying it used, so yeah, she's not super sharp. But I mean, you wouldn't want to just run it into your finger. It's sharp enough to cut you, but I don't think it's shaving sharp or anything. Wow, I think I like it a lot. Let's see how the air goes. Oh, those are really nice. That's really good. I can feel that tip a tiny bit.
That's what she said.
Another good one. You're on fire.
But it's really not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, that's not feeling super sharp at all. That is not going to be fun for me to sharpen because of that recurve, although it's not much of one. It's barely a recurve. You can see it compared to that little line there. Just a tiny bit of recurve. So hopefully it'll sharpen up all right without any trouble. He didn't quite get the sharpening choil right. It doesn't quite go all the way to where the plunge grind is. People make this kind of screw up all the time. But it's just, you didn't need to. You could go just a little bit more. So I'll probably do that. I'll put my spindle sander on and just eke that out just a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Well, hold on, can I? Let's find out, because it depends on what hits the stop pin. Okay, so the part underneath that part hits the stop pin. So it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, no, that'll be no problem at all to make that sharpening choil a little bit bigger. You could almost make it into a finger choil, kind of. What do we got? We got M390. We got titanium. We got micarta. It's got a one-piece frame. with this kind of a bolster lock, frame lock situation going on here. I think the blade is right around 3.5 inches, or just maybe a hair shy. Do I have a tape measure to make sure? Look at this guy. That's cool. This should work pretty well because you can see right through it. So I'm going to say, okay, I don't know, about a 3.4 right there. But if you go down a little further, like say to here, boy, it's about a 3.49. Boy, it's so close. I'm going to say, you know, if a cop was able to tell you that this was 3.5 or more and that would get you in trouble, you could get in trouble. Because I'm going to say there's a way to measure it where it's 3.5. Now, I'm not sure how the law works on that, but for my purposes, I'm going to say it's a 3.4 inch blade. Overall length, oh, well, this was great for measuring the blade, but it's not long enough to measure the whole damn knife. So I'll have to get another thing for that. Typically, if your knife blade is about 3.4, the whole thing is about 8 inches or a little less. Let's see if that works out today. Well, it's a little less than even I thought. So I was going to guess 7 3/4 to 8 inches. It's a little bit under 7 3/4. It's right about at 7 and, let's see, 8 16ths, 9, 10, 11 16ths. So 7 and 11 16ths, or maybe about 7.65. 7.65 inches. That's my kind of a non-scientific guess at it. What is the weight on this guy? It's not heavy, but not super light. It's kind of in that Goldilocks zone, I would say, of a good knife weight. 3.4. I was going to say 3.5. Now, I don't know if I was going to say that, but that's what I thought I might say, if I had to guess. So we got a 3.4 ounce knife. That's 3.4 inches of blade, which is what they call the golden ratio, which is inches of blade to ounces of weight being the same. That's great. If you can get it under that, then you have a super light knife, like a bug out is even, you know, better than that. And then, you know, other knives are not quite as good on that, like say this guy here, this Concept Convict. I think it has about the same size blade. Let's see. Yeah, it's right around the same size. And it's, what the hell? 12 ounces? No. I didn't zero it. That's 3.9. So this one has a 3.4 inch blade with a 3.9 ounce weight. So the ratio not quite as good on this guy. This guy feels a little chunkier. This guy has a really nice light feel and a really good balance also. So I am not disappointed. I'm really liking the kind of hand rub finish on the blade too. You see that? Looking really nice. Yeah, I really like it. I think those little white kind of spots on the micarta are bugging me a little bit. So I'm wondering if I ought to just like dye it pure black. That might be nice. One little thing, there's a bit of a step down from the titanium down to the micarta. They could have matched that up a little better. Like the micarta is matching up really good around the outside edges, but the thickness right here is not quite matching up. So that's a thing. So not a huge deal, but noticeable. It's a little better on this side, actually. It matches up pretty good on this side. I've reviewed APurvises before. I really like the designs. The guy makes some really cool stuff. This one is so smooth. It's crazy smooth. I really like it a lot. I love the giant fuller hole. Really cool. Let's see, can you thumb open? Oh yeah, you can thumb open this thing all day. You just kind of position your hand right. You don't really even have to be that thoughtful about it. It's just, yeah, it's pretty nice. Wow. Yeah, I really like this a lot. Really nice. I'm glad I got this thing. Sometimes I'm a little disappointed when I get things. Kaiser. And sometimes it works out really well. The APurvis, Primordial, in Micarta, and titanium and M390 is a winner. Now, do I wish it had a little... Ooh, does this have a hidden flipper? Can I do a hidden flipper deal on this one? Let's try it. Nope, not quite. Man, if they'd have done that right on the back side there, I could have flipped it. It could have been a little hidden flipper. But, yeah, you can't quite get it. That's too bad. I might think about some way to make that work. Should I? Nah, I'm not going to fuck with it. I think it's really nice the way it is. So I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to do any cutting, any changing on this guy. I think the lines on it are beautiful. And APurvis, I think it is, just did an excellent job on this. So congrats on a sweet knife. Obviously, this is nothing new. This has been out for a long time. So it's kind of on the good side, though. You can sometimes get them at a better price than, say, when they were first coming out. This thing's, I think it's been around for at least 3 years, something like that. So check it out, the APurvis Primordial. I think this is the Primordial 2. Shit, I'll look it up and make sure I put the right model up here for it, okay? So have a nice day.